Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. How are we doing, guys? Let's stop that from repeating on the screen. Let's turn systems audio off. How are we doing, lads? I'm not going to lie. I may have just woken up from a nap. But we're here. We're still here. I may have overslept as well. Nick, how long he is going to leave us waiting today? You never know. That is one of the beautiful things about Old Truthford. You never know. You never know if you'll be waiting for 15 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe an hour. Who knows? Do I know? No. But who does know? The YouTube overlords. They know. Hope everyone's keeping well. How's everyone doing? Ethan, Truthfordians. How you doing, Ethan? Niche fan liked. Nick, he's on the phone with Jason Wilcox and Barada. I mean, if you know, you know. Hey guys, good to see you, Eddie. How you doing, man? That'd be an acceptable excuse. Poll is absolutely crazy. I don't want to like purely because of the poll. Hey, what's wrong with the poll? There ain't nothing wrong with that poll. Brother, it's been like 15 mins. Good things come to those who wait, Mr. I. Good things come to those who wait. So, gentlemen and ladies, if you are watching, we will be going over all the latest Manchester United transfer news. So, let's see what is up and what's new. I ain't slobbering over nothing. Pause. Okay. Let's go over, first of all, the United pool and the United, I guess, fan base coming into play here with the fact that Benjamin Šeško, before joining Manchester United, only had 370k followers on Instagram. He is now up to the big 1 million. So just, how long has it been? Like 4 or 5 days? But Šeško's been an official Manchester United player. He has increased his followers on Instagram by 630,000. I mean, he's probably lost about like 10k followers, all of those adamant Rasmus Højlund fans who probably detest him now because Højlund's having to go on loan or be sold permanently. But that's their problem, I guess. Let's see what we also have from Benjamin Šeško. So this is a bit of a spicy one. I don't know how much we can believe it, but apparently Benjamin Šeško signing for Manchester United has been painful for Barcelona's sporting department. They viewed the striker as the perfect replacement for Lewandowski, but did not have the financial resources to make a move for him this summer. So, Barcelona are not very happy with us. I mean, they did arguably sign one of our best players over the past 5 years. So, I mean, can't be complaining about too much, can they? Hopefully, they make that signing of Marcus Rashford permanent. But Benjamin Šeško obviously also had his first training session. There's been a few clips released of that. Nothing major that we can see from that, although I'm sure people will break that down and make about a 20-minute YouTube video on it. But yeah, that is everything from Benjamin Šeško's side of things. Got a new job today. Ooh, go on, Eddie. What is your job, big man? How, and congratulations, man. Big clap for Eddie today, lads. Nailing the job down in, I want to say it's Bristol or Exeter where you go to uni. I can't remember. I want to say it's somewhere around there. But congratulations, man. When you're big, you're big. Ethan, you get me, man. You get me. I know you're talking about United, not Old Truthford, but one day. Nah, Barca are good with or without him. Don't know about that, I mean, if at sport is anything to go off of, Barcelona are crying themselves to sleep right now. But folks, if you are new to the stream or you have just joined, be sure to click that like button It does help the stream grow. And if you're new to Old Truthford completely, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Old Truthfordian community. Glow sticks for Eddie, says Ethan. Okay, Eddie, glow sticks for you. Go on. We know you want them. We know you want these cheeky glow sticks. Where else are we? I believe that as they struggle to get Rashford registered. Yep. Yeah, they did struggle to get Rashford registered. Niche fan, as Nick showed me originally on the Instagram DMs. How many goals and assists is Rashford getting this year? I would say a solid 15. Probably get 15 goals and assists, I'd imagine. Off the bench as well, because I doubt he's going to be starting that many games. They don't even have to have the money to register Rashi. There is still a chance he doesn't play the first few games. Glow sticks for Eddie. Congratulations. Congrats, Eddie. Thank you. Thank you. I'm working as a barista now. Oh, very nice. Catch me serving coffees with a smile. Go on, Eddie. Give us the postcode of where you're working, and I will put in a 5-star review for your service to get you a cheeky bonus. Go on, Eddie. Literally, tell us where you work, and we'll get everyone to put in good reviews. I'm sure only good reviews on Google for you. Hell no? Come on. Come on. Don't be a spoil sport. This will be Shea Lacey's breakout season, mark my word, says I. Shea Lacey is getting a lot of plaudits at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's move on to the main man, or hopefully the future main man, Carlos BALEBA. Manchester United are... So this was from Indy Kayla, who David Ornstein himself has said is a very credible source. So, I mean, take that as what you will. A lot of people see Ornstein as the golden standard for transfer news. So the fact that he's saying that Indy Kayla is a credible source, I mean, can't argue with that. But Indy Kayla did come out, I think around 6 hours ago, saying Manchester United are about to submit an official bid for Carlos BALEBA. This is more on what Indy Kayla had to say. Breaking, a bid is imminent for Carlos BALEBA after a United board meeting. Manchester United had a big board meeting on Tuesday with Ruben Amorim, and things got pretty intense. Amorim made it clear that Carlos BALEBA is a must signing for this summer. The club's credit facility is in place, so they're ready to make a move. Man United are about to test Brighton's patience with an official bid. So, Carlos BALEBA could be tomorrow, could be Friday. We could be saying, here we go this weekend. Who knows, just before the Arsenal game. But yeah, Carlos BALEBA is on the cards after a United board meeting. We know Ruben Amorim's a big fan. I don't know if all of these journalists now are just milking this story for what it's worth, because it doesn't seem like we've made much progress on the Carlos BALEBA situation. I'm hoping that we can actually see a bid come in before Arsenal v Man United, so we'll have to wait and see about that. Sam Wallace of The Telegraph has said Carlos BALEBA is valued by Brighton at more than £100 million, with Manchester United currently unwilling to buy at that level. So, I don't know if that's... I mean, Sam Wallace is a good source, but I think that we're going to have to buy at 100 mil level if we are going to get BALEBA in. Hopefully Ineos can structure the deal in a way that suits them and Manchester United. Christopher Vivell hasn't failed us yet, so let's see what he can do. I'll get fired before my induction, mate, if I let you review it. Tell us after your induction, man, and we'll review. Come on, man. Give us the name of the restaurant. I can chuck a £5 onto the bid if need be. Willing to splash for cash to get the deal done. Give us the name of the school you work at first, Nick. Hey, come on, Eddie. Come on, we can't leave good reviews for school teachers, man. £90 million plus 10 million add-ons. I think it's more going to be 85 million plus 15 mil add-ons, but they're going to be very easy, achievable add-ons. I can see that happening. I think it might end up being 85 plus 10 mil in add-ons. Nah, I think the overall package is going to be worth 100 mil. If I had to bet on it, I'd say it's definitely going to be worth 100 mil. What else do we have for you? So, the devil itself, and I'm not talking about me, has sponsored Manchester United, that being Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola have signed a 3-year deal with Manchester United to become their new carbonated soft drinks partner. So, we don't know how much that deal's worth. I'm sure we'll get more information on that in the coming days. But Coca-Cola have sponsored Manchester United, and it looks as though Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely not going to be happy with that, given his antics with Coca-Cola, but who cares, as long as it means we get some more money back in the club. Gentlemen and ladies, if you are tuning in, be sure to like the stream, be sure to subscribe if you are new. This is Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content, and we do go live every single evening covering the latest Manchester United news. So, get with the program. Come on, people. Look alive, people. Like that stream, people. And subscribe, people. Where are we? Mate, every school has a rating of 3 because of students. By the way, I still can't get over Garnacho. What a little preek, says hi. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I mean, he got clapped out and he got his song sung to him by loyal United fans towards, I think it was the last game of the season that happened. And now, how does he treat United fans? By treating the club like an absolute... I don't know what word to say, but an absolute... Yeah. Garnacho is not on our happy list here at Old Truthford. He is definitely not on our happy list. They sold Caicedo for 114 mil, so yeah, it's got to be over 100 mil. Robbie from AFTV talking about Nasri, but it's with me with Garnacho. Garnacho... Oh yeah, one sec. I'm trying to remember the clip. It's like Judas. He said Judas. Yeah, Garnacho. Oh. I don't know, man. I think Garnacho's just everything that's wrong with the modern player. Like, he's been photographed with a vape in his hand. He's a professional athlete that's being photographed with a vape in his hand. He's got no loyalty towards the biggest club in England. He's calling out the coach. He's refusing to play for us for the next year. It's really quite cringe, really. He starts shadowboxing. Yeah, he does. That's Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, by the way, not Garnacho. But yeah, let's move on to one of the main stories from today. Marcus Rashford. What's this little weasel been getting up to then? So, Marcus Rashford. Apparently, Marcus Rashford has justified his United exit by speaking to the wonderful, as always, Gary Lineker, and is it Mika Richards who's also on the podcast? I think it is. So yeah, these are some of the quotes that Marcus Rashford came out with today, talking about United. So first, he gives his assessment on Manchester United, saying, "We have been well below where United should be. People say we've been in transition for years, but to be in transition, you have to start it first. The real transition hasn't even begun. When Liverpool went through this period, they brought in Jurgen Klopp and stuck with him. They didn't win at the start. People only remember his later years when he was competing with City and winning the biggest trophies. To start a transition, you need to set a plan to stick it to it. We've had so many managers, ideas, and strategies for winning, but we've ended up at a standstill. Does it hurt? Yes, 100%. But not just as a player, also as a fan. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys, it all sounds great, and he makes a very good point. However, the thing that he's not factoring in is when he says, we've had so many managers, ideas, and strategies for winning, but we've ended up at a standstill. He's not really taking accountability as a player that a lot of these managers got sacked because as the players, they didn't turn up. Like, the fans would have stayed behind a certain manager had the players not down tools like they've done about 3 times. I mean, with Louis van Gaal, you could argue, okay, they didn't down tools, they won an FA Cup, but the United board, I mean, pretty much just got rid of Van Gaal because Jose Mourinho was available, which arguably could have been one of the worst decisions the modern Man United board have ever made. But other than that, like Mourinho, Solskjaer, Ranić, I know he was only interim, Ten Hag, like all of these managers have been sacked because the players down tools. Like, it's not, like Marcus Rashford's making it out that, oh yeah, the club just keeps getting rid of these managers for no reason, and like us as players, we just can't keep up. It's because of the players. It's because of the players down tools, performed poorly, and yeah, that's what we were left with. So I mean, you can't really have your cake and eat it too and say like it's all on the club why we've had so many managers. The players need to actually take accountability as well, and it's a shame that Rashford didn't put a small line in there of like, of course, obviously, we have had so many managers because of, you know, us underperforming, but, you know, it's quite poor that. Where are we? He got the ego of Ronaldo and the talent of Welbeck, says, I think Welbeck may go down as a better player in the Premier League than Garnacho. Maybe. All I'm hearing is cope. He's not wrong. Oh, so Ranieri really had to build something with Leicester. Pretty sure that was his first season. Was it his first season? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because Nigel Pearson left. Also, but that is kind of an anomaly with Ranieri. The example I would use, Eddie, is that like Chelsea, they fire managers like every week and they've managed to consistently win trophies. So, I mean, you can't really say, oh, it's because the coach hasn't been given enough time and all of this sort of stuff. Like, we have had squads that could go on to win trophies. Solskjaer, those players were good enough to win a trophy. Like, we got to so many semi-finals. Like, it's on the players not performing. And the fact that Rashford really wants to just scapegoat it as like, oh yeah, the club don't know what, and they didn't know what they were doing, so that's true. But to say that it's all on the club and not sticking with managers when the players have down tools consistently over the past like 6-7 years, it's ridiculous. So yeah, poor from Marcus Rashford. I think it's just more victim mentality than anything. Officially, he is still a United player and he could have been the start of a new era. Go F off and hide in Spain on the bench. Really, shut the fudge up about your own club. The amount of players Ranić told United to sign but went on to be great is sickening. Yep, very true. Guys, don't judge Amorim from the beginning. Don't forget we have the hardest start in the Prem. Arsenal, Chelsea, City and Fulham away in our first 5 games. Back Amorim, let's be positive for once. Amen, amen. To be fair, Chelsea just buys their way out of problems. Good point, Yep, very good point. You know that, like, there's already some fans. I mean, Niche Fan, if he's still in the chat. Niche Fan, I know you've been questioning Amorim already in his formation and stuff like that. We're already beginning to hear whispers on the United sphere, on the United Twitter sphere, should I say, of people saying about how, oh yeah, this team would cook in a 4-3-3 and all of this BS. Like, no, we're sticking with Amarim's formation. The players who cannot perform in it will be sold. So, I mean, it doesn't matter who it is anymore. If we're willing to put Marcus Rashford on exile duty and Garnacho, there's no other players that deserve to stay at Manchester United, like, if they don't perform, so who cares? Please put the sticks down, says Niche Fan. Hey, I will put these glow sticks away if we get up to 10 likes. People listening, like the video. If we get up to 10 likes, these glow sticks will be put down. But let's be honest, you're here for the glow sticks. We all know you're here for the glow sticks, folks. And I will keep providing you with those sweet, sweet glow sticks every single night. Reload.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I've been slobbering over the glow sticks. That's wild, mate. That's wild. I just want to see how we perform against Wolves and the Wolves and the West Hams this season. We need better performances against the lower league sides to accompany how we show up for games against the Big Six. Well, if preseason is anything to go off of, and obviously preseason has sold us a lot of dreams in the past, I think we're going to do just fine against the lower sides in the league. I think surely we're going to do all right. Folks, by the way, for the admin's angels and members, if you have received my DM, be sure to get your Premier League prediction for the final table in by Friday night, because obviously we do want to track that throughout the whole season. We'll even create a whole special graphic for that. And the admin's angel that wins that competition will be getting a special prize. So yeah, be sure to get those predictions in. Let's dislike to 0 likes to teach him a lesson. Boo, Nick, boo. Boo, Nick, boo, moderator, boo. Okay. Guys, whoa, the likes are going down. The likes are going down because of the glow sticks. There's mutiny. There's mutiny in the streets of Old Truthford. Sometimes I just, like, you know, try and get more likes on the video, and then it just ends up backfiring on me, and then all the likes go away. Okay, let's move on. So, Graham Potter's fall-off needs to be studied, by the way. He did wonders at Brighton, but since then, he's been naff. I think Brighton are just a decent club. I think they've pretty much cemented themselves as a Premier League club. No way you had that music ready to go. You know what frustrated me off the most under the Ole era is that we win against the big teams and lose to the likes of Sheffield and Watford. Yeah, it was frustrating. I'm not going to lie. I do look back on those Ole years, and I think that's the time that hurts me the most as being a United fan in the modern era, because I just wanted to see Ole get some sort of recognition, because he deserved it, man. I mean, the fact that he didn't get a trophy in the end, and then he got character assassinated on top of it by not naming any names, but the channels that call themselves the biggest Manchester United fan channels, saying that, like, oh, if Ole really wanted to do the club a favour, he'd leave right now, and all of this sort of stuff, even though it's like his dream job. It's yeah, it's really, it was quite harsh to see people go against Ole like that. It was very toxic, man. Like, it made, like, how that convinced people, like, saying, like, slating Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and all of this sort of stuff. It was just sad to see, man. Like, he was literally crying in his exit interview, and instead of people actually showing some compassion, they were like, oh yeah, it's just PR spin. It's just PR spin. And it's like, bro, he's literally crying. He's crying about losing his dream job. So yeah, that didn't sit well with me, but you know, what else do we have here? Look at me, I am the captain now, says Nick. Boo, Nick, boo. You better be careful, Nick, otherwise there may be a timeout coming your way. Who knows? Who knows? Admin, please, can I suggest nerving the glow sticks and doing instead adding a party popper or fireworks in the background when good news happens? I mean, we could implement that. We could implement that. But on the one hand, we're not made of money here, Old Truthford. I mean, we have to keep the lights on. I mean, these blimps aren't cheap. But if you do want extra graphics, guys, be sure to like that video. I mean, get your phones out. Wait, not that. Get your phones out, people. Get your phones out and like the video. Like the video. We're desperate. Please. Please like the video. Guys, like the video. Like the video, please. Oh my god, what's happened to my arm? Oh my god, it's all falling apart. Oh my god. Guys. Okay, don't worry, I've saved myself. Okay, let's move on. So, United stand, cough, cough, Goldbridge, cough, cough. Okay, guys, let's like everyone. 15 people in the chat, 15 likes at least, then the glow sticks go away. Let's play the game of the toddler. Hey. No need for that, Nick. No need for that, bro. I remember when people called us Robin Hood. Oh yeah, because we took away from the big teams and let the small teams demolish us. The glow sticks are gone. Let's go. Can you even time me out? I actually can, Nick, because I just realised that I could. But fear not. We need someone to moderate this stream. The civilians of Old Truthford are getting absolutely balmy right now. Blimp took admin's arm. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, Ethan. Appreciate the support, man. And you heard the man. Guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. We do go live every single night, covering the latest Manchester United transfer news. And we are building one of the wackiest, but one of the most honest Manchester United communities on the internet. All opinions be welcome. Nick has retracted a message. What did that say? Legend, says niche fan. Thank you, Ethan. Let's give an air horn for Ethan. And what else can I give? We're gonna give you. Aww. Aww. And a wow. We need someone looking out in case Caleb actually shows up. Yeah, Nick is the bouncer of Old Truthford. If anyone comes in the chat who is a dear, then yeah, Nick will get them sorted. But let's carry on with Marcus Rashford. So Marcus Rashford did come out and also spoke on the variety of managers he's played under. This is what he had to say. The manager who had the greatest influence on me, Louis van Gaal, or Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole. So, I mean, you didn't answer the question, mate. You put 3 managers. So, who is the manager who's had the most influence on you? Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole. Come on, man. We've had so many managers, but it's hard to compare. Oh, God, look at it. He's really trying to milk. He's trying to milk the victim card, isn't he, Marcus Rashford? Like, loads of players have had multiple managers, mate. Come on, get on with it. But when you're developing at a young age, you learn things you've never learned before. Okay, thank you. Regarding Jose, I've never had a manager so obsessed with winning. Van Gaal too, but he wanted a beautiful style of football. Jose didn't care as long as there was a win. I think all managers want to win, man. I mean, obviously, Jose maybe wants it more than other managers, but that's not really giving us much, is it? Of course, if he had to choose, he'd prefer to win with style, but if you win, and you move on to the next match, okay? At first, it was a bit unsettling for me because my entire development at United was focused on playing a certain style of football. So at the start, I was frustrated about not playing well despite winning. But I learned he's a winner, okay? Okay, Jose is a winner. I mean, might as well have said nothing there. Where are we? Got the manual swear beeper. That's crazy. Honestly, your streams are entertaining. I just started watching your channel yesterday. I'm tired of the mainstream channels. Hey, shout out to I. Join us in the revolution, I. Join us. Tell your friends. Tell your mum. Tell your nan. Subscribe to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. I don't know why I became like Blackbeard at the end of that. Rashi's favourite animal is a panda bear? What? I don't get that reference. Join us, I. It's a cult, really, but we're calm. It is definitely a cult. We also all have matching tattoos. But let's move on to more quotes from Marcus Rashford. Okay, so speaking on United, the problem is with Marcus Rashford is he's quite intelligent. I do think Marcus Rashford is an intelligent person. And what he's done with all of his quotes is he's pretty much wrapped truth, but then pushed his narrative with the truth. So he's kind of like saying things that like United fans can't disagree with, but then he's using that to push his own narrative, if that makes sense. So let's see another quote from Marcus Rashford. We have been well below where United should be. Yep, stating the obvious. People say we've been in transition for years, but to be in transition, you have to start it first. The real transition hasn't even begun. I mean, the real transition has begun, and it did begin about 3 times. Or how many managers have we had now? Moyes, the transition began. Then Van Gaal, the transition began. Then Jose, the transition began. Then bloody Ole, transition began. Ranić didn't really, but Ten Hag, and then Amorim. That's 6 managers. The transition has happened 6 times. And Marcus Rashford wants to say that the real transition hasn't even begun. Mate, we've tried, but you players keep giving up after 3 seasons. You guys, like, the previous players weren't mentally built for it. And that's the truth of it. When Liverpool went through this period, they brought in Jurgen Klopp and stuck with him. They didn't win at the start. Wait, I think I've already read this quote out, have I? Yeah, I've read that one out. What else do we have? Okay. And of course, Marcus Rashford's referring back to Sir Alex Ferguson, even though like he wasn't familiar with Sir Alex Ferguson times, like realistically. This is what Marcus Rashford had to say though. When Sir Alex Ferguson was in charge, there were not only principals for the first team, but also for the entire academy. So you could pick players who all understood Manchester United's playing principles. Yeah, but the modern game, it doesn't matter like about the academy playing the exact same way as the first team. I mean, you've got to be able to be a bit more flexible. But let's see what it says. So you could pick players who all understood Manchester United's playing principles. Any team that has been successful over a period has principles that mean any coach or player who comes in must align with those principles or complement them. Does that not sound like Ruben Amorim, who put his playing principles in, and then Marcus Rashford couldn't come in and complement the 3-4-3 system? So I don't understand. Again, like it's so he's saying things to just suit him, but then he doesn't realize that he's had to do all of these things as well throughout his career. So it's kind of confusing what point he's actually making here. But it sounds good. United really wanted to win, but if your management keeps changing, you can't hope to win the league. You can win cups because you have good coaches, good players who win you matches. I mean, when Conte came into Chelsea, he managed to win the league straight away. So, I mean, like, it's kind of argue to see, like, I just don't know. I don't know what point he's making. It's all just word salad on like, oh, okay, there's been a lot of managers, so that's why we failed. But then he doesn't accept that the reason we've had a lot of managers is because you players have failed the managers. But yeah, whatever. That's enough with Marcus Rashford. We'll move on to Højlund in a sec. Let me catch up with chat. We are at least a tier down from Scientology. When we gain more members, then real nefarious cultish activities can begin. Honestly, we're going to be having pub quizzes. We're gonna we're going to be doing a lot of extracurricular activities, may I say, once we get a few more members in to the cult. What else we got? Turns out this is just a big pyramid scheme. Marcus is shooting himself in the foot. Love it. Rashi is speaking a lot but saying nothing. Yep, pretty much, man. Let's see what is the latest with Højlund, though. The United Stand's dream boy currently. Let's see. So, Rasmus Højlund. AC Milan keep advancing on Rasmus Højlund deal with Manchester United. Talks ongoing on player side to discuss the project as Højlund is opening doors to Milan. That being a €6 million loan fee and a €45 million buy option clause and salary covered. Agreement is closer, as per Fabrizio Romano. So any day now we could see. It does look like Rasmus is going to go on a loan, which I think is a happy middle ground for the fans who are like absolutely obsessed with Rasmus Højlund. But then at the same time, I mean, even Diogo Dalot went on loan to AC Milan and looked like an absolute world beater. And he came back to United, and he's just a bit average, really. So it's one of those. If Rasmus does do well in AC Milan on loan, he could come back to United. But I've got a strong feeling that if he does well on loan, you'll see a lot of United fans saying, "Oh, we need to bring him back. We need to bring him back." But United are just going to sell him anyway for that €45 million. So yeah, I think Rasmus is gone either way, even if it is a loan. It's probably just delaying the inevitable. So yeah, I think Rasmus will go eventually either way. Look, does Rashford say nonsense from time to time? Yes, but he's been one of the few players that has been a good club servant post-Fergie. I can't see someone as a good servant post-Fergie if they do exit interviews before they've discussed with the club about leaving. I mean, Marcus Rashford doing that interview saying that he's ready for the next challenge after being, I think it was dropped from the squad entirely by Ruben Amorim. Yeah, that's enough for me to say you're not a good club servant, I'm afraid. I just don't think anyone who comes out publicly... I mean, there's one thing saying things behind closed doors at United, saying like he wants to move away and all of this sort of stuff. Fair enough. But when you come out publicly and affect the club's transfer business because of it, that's not a good club servant in my eyes. Do it behind closed doors. Wow, admin calling Dalot average. Never thought I'd hear such high praise. It's rare that I am so generous with high praise with Dalot, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man. I mean, this is why we're the home of honestly biased sports content. We do try to be fair here sometimes. Now, Rasmus Højlund is reluctant to leave Manchester United this summer, but fears he may have to move in order to get regular games this season. Well, he doesn't have to fear that, because we already know that. There's some breaking news that's just come out, by the way, guys. Let's talk about this. It's just come up on my timeline. Okay, the game has been abandoned, Manchester United youth game tonight, because Sekou Kone's had a head injury. Hopefully Kone's okay. Obviously, I think it must be a pretty bad head injury if they're abandoning it, abandoning the whole game. Hopefully Kone is well, though. Best wishes to Kone, as Eddie says there. That's frustrating for him as well as obviously the fans and the club, because I mean, hopefully, obviously, he's healthy and well, but he was going to be on the verge of joining the first team squad next season, so hopefully it's not too serious and he's okay. That's a shame for Kone. Hopefully nothing too serious. We'll keep you updated with anything that comes out, but hopefully Hopefully Kone's all right. We will move back on to Rasmus Højlund now. Wait, Ole, when he was in tears and still did an interview after he got sacked. Yeah, that was a heartbreaking time to be a United fan, to be honest. I was never going to be Ole out, if I'm being honest, even if it was the wrong decision. I still think it was the wrong decision to get rid of him so early in the season, but this is the problem. This is why I think the former board of Manchester United listened to all of these big fan channels when, in reality, I know people want to believe that like fans' voices are heard and all of this sort of stuff, but in my opinion, the board should not be listening to the fans. Like, not when it comes to like actual decisions of a footballing nature, because like, I'm sorry, we do not know more than professionals, but at the time, I think the reason why the board did listen to fans is because none of them were footballing people, so they had no clue what they were doing. And yeah, I'm glad that's changed now with Ineos's new team that they've appointed. Let's see here as well with Rasmus Højlund. Sources close to Rasmus Højlund have said that he is torn over the prospect of leaving Manchester United, having worked hard to earn a move to the club that he supported as a boy via stops at FC Copenhagen, Sturm Graz, and Atalanta. I mean, we've got to remember there's a human side to it. Obviously, Rasmus Højlund is going to be upset that he is leaving Manchester United, but again, at the end of the day, like, not just football, sport is a ruthless business. I mean, you've got to perform or you get kicked out, and that's what's happened to Rasmus Højlund. And is it unfortunate? Yeah, but that's high level sport. Who do you think will start in the mid centre back position, Maguire or De Ligt? Personally, Maguire, just because of the Prem experience. I think De Ligt will start in the mid centre back. I think Maguire's probably come to terms with the fact that he is going to be a squad player at Manchester United for the remainder of his career. Yeah, I don't think Maguire's going to start over De Ligt. I do think Maguire offers something different to De Ligt, though. But I don't know. I feel like De Ligt being a fresher player with the team and everything like that, he hasn't gone through the hardened battles that Maguire has. And yeah, I think Maguire needs a little less expectation on him, and being a centre back option for United, I think that suits him more. Whereas De Ligt, he's still 25, still coming into his prime. I think it makes more sense for De Ligt to be embedded into the team. I don't know, admin, the Angels knew more than Woodward. Yep, completely agree with that. And I think that's why they listen to the fans. But I think had Sir Jim and Ineos been at the club at the time, I don't think they would have sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the time. I think they... I think they just went along with it because you know, they didn't really know any better. Let's move on though. I'm just still looking at updates to see if anything comes out on Sekou Kone. So Nathan Salt reported 10 minutes ago saying United's under-21 match at Tamworth has been abandoned following a serious head injury to Sekou Kone. Kone is being treated on site by medics, but after a long stoppage, the sides have chosen to abandon. So yeah, hopefully it's okay. Hopefully, obviously the academy are going to be more what's the word? More wary towards head injuries and stuff like that than maybe the professional game. Where cheeky voice crack, where they would continue playing the match. So yeah, hopefully they're just being better safe than sorry. Well, the fudge, De Ligt is 25. I thought he was 28. Lol. Yeah, De Ligt's very young. De Ligt is very young. He has been around for a long time. Okay, so Rasmus Højlund, we've gone over everything with him. Collier, a lot of people have been asking about Collier in the DMs. Hull City are quietly confident of winning the race to sign Collier on loan. Manchester United are keen for Collier to enjoy regular playing time next season and believe a move to the English second tier would be a suitable next step in his playing career. So yeah, looks like Hull City and Toby Collier, we will be getting the Here We Go in a couple of days. Go to Indian dish admin. I'm not going to lie, Eddie, I do not eat that much Indian food. I've been eating a little bit more recently. I don't know, people like Sag, Dal rather. Today at work, we actually had a South Asian Heritage, because it's South Asian Heritage Month. Shout out to all of those South Asian Heritage people in the chat. We were actually doing that for work, and I had to do a little presentation. But yeah, what did we do? We did, people obviously had pakoras, samosas, I like chicken tikka. What else do I like? Oh, my mind's gone blank. Sag and dal is quite nice. I'm trying to think. Sabji, I like egg sabji. That's quite nice. But yeah, I'm starting to eat more Indian food, but I never grew up on Indian food. It was always Chinese food. Do you go to the gym? I'm not going to the gym at the moment, because I have to get literally have to get surgery in a couple of months, I think. I'm on the waiting list for something, but after that, I will be hitting the gym very hard. I am missing it because I do need to stay quite active as an individual. Otherwise, I lose my mind. Big up South Asian Heritage Month. South Asian Heritage is loving it. There are 8 countries, by the way, who celebrate South Asian Heritage, guys. See if you can guess some of them in the chat. Had a Vindaloo to celebrate the new job today. Beautiful, Eddie. Beautiful. Good luck with your surgery, mate. What kind of surgery? It's nothing serious. I've literally got to get, because I've pretty much got a something called an umbilical hernia, which is great. So I've got like a lump around my belly button, which just randomly happened when I was playing football one weekend, and yeah, so I've got to like literally like go in for surgery, which I've never had before. I've never broken a bone, never had to have surgery, never anything, and then now I've got to have that surgery. So in a couple of months, don't know when yet. Hopefully, it won't affect the content schedule. It's not a major surgery. It's like you have it on the day, and then you go out, and then like you heal after like a few weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So hopefully, it's not too bad. But yeah. So yeah, that is it's at least an easy one. Hopefully, if anything, it gives me some time off work, so I've got more time to go live every single day. I mean, if I am off work from it, then yeah, I'm definitely going to be like streaming maybe 2 times a day. So always focus on the positives. Big up Indian food. I got Indian and Sri Lankan heritage myself. Ooh, very nice, Eddie. Here's a fun fact though, guys. Did you guys know that the Maldives was included in South Asian Heritage Month? I mean, who would have guessed? With the Maldives, you always think like Kim Kardashian bougie holiday, but that is actually one of the countries that's involved. Yeah, that is at least an easy one. Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, the Maldives. Hey, Ethan, you know you Googled that, man. You know you Googled that. I've had to have steak surgically removed from my throat before. What the fuck, Eddie? How? Surgically removed? So they've had to like cut your throat open to get the steak out? That sounds like hell, man. Was that like, that must have been some tough steak. Not me, admin. I know you did, Ethan. I'm watching you, man. I hope it goes well. Our health is the most precious thing we have. I know, man. I know. But yeah. Either way, focus on the positives. Focus on the positives always. You either win or you learn, people. You win or you learn. Big up the Maldives. Not me, admin. I have an ethnically diverse workforce. Ooh, Shout out to Ethan. Manager Ethan coming in there. Eddie, never order a well done steak. Got it lodged in there. They had to get in there and dislodge it while I was under anesthetic. Damn, man. Wait, so like, could you breathe or anything, or were you like choking and you had to go to A&E? That's insane. It was medium rare, to be fair. Blame my dad though, because he cooked it. Oh man, how old were you when that happened? Because that is insane, having to have surgery for that. But I promise you guys, this is a United transfer video. So, we've also seen today on if you blow up, don't ego us. Yeah, nah, I'm never going to do that. I literally don't give a shiz about all of that. I just want to see the Old Truthford community grow. I just want to see more people in the chat. I want to see more people actually share their opinions, no matter how bad they are or how good they are. I literally do not give a shit about being proven wrong about this or that. Obviously, I'll argue my point. I like to argue my point, but yeah, I don't care about any of that. There's no ego here, Old Truthford. No ego ever. But yeah, Xerxes returned back to training because he was on the winning team. He posted on IG with, so who was on the winning team? Onana, Shaw, Maguire, Delo. Is that Jack Fletcher? I think that's Jack Fletcher. Brian and Buemo, Xerxes, and Mason Mount, all in the winning team, which is lovely to see. Hopefully Xerxes back in the next couple of weeks, maybe. What else are we doing? Like 15, 16? That's insane, man. That is actually insane that you had to have surgery because of a piece of steak. Like, that could happen to anyone at any time, couldn't it? Sounds like Eddie's dad tried to send him to the Shadow Realm. I don't know, does your dad have some kind of life assurance or insurance policy on you, Eddie? Admin wants his money up, that's what it is. Yep, very true. I mean, I've said this from the beginning, guys. If I can get rich and anonymous, that is a dream life to me. I do not care about anything else. Maybe even, maybe. That's my vow. Xerxes, 10 Prem goals this season. With Sheshko and Xerxes, we have two big-ass strikers. Yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of crosses in this next season. And we've got Mbuemo, who is... I think he's like number one for like almost all of the crossing stats. Let me look again. I want to see... where is he? Let's look at where Mbomo... yeah, aerials 1, clearances. It's funny that he's like top 80% percentile for aerials in Mbomo, given that he's only like 5'7" or something. Progressive passes as well. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing how this team clicks next season. A lot of people forget about Joshua. I think he will have a decent season, like 15 goals and assists. Yep, I can see that. I mean, he struggled with his physicality last season, but this season coming up, I mean, everyone's looking in good shape. I'm expecting to see the best version of Joshua Xerxes. And Boma is a big-ass striker for in a different way. You know what you're doing, Eddie. If anyone's watched or listened to the Talk of the Devil podcast? Talk of the Devil's podcast with Laurie Whitwell and all of them lot, and Andy Mitten, and is it Carl Anker? They pretty much mention Mbuemo's big fat ass every single episode, which is quite funny. But let's move over to just ask Carl Anker about Mbuemo's buttocks. That's some good United lore, that podcast. But let's move on to Jadon Sancho. So, Besiktas are the latest club to have shown an interest to Jadon Sancho, or in Jadon Sancho. So, and given the extra interest in Jadon Sancho, guess what's happened? Jadon Sancho has rejected transfers to the Turkish league. He's not ready to go there. So, I mean, it's to the point where nobody's coming in for Sancho, and the clubs who do come in for him, he just outright rejects. This guy, man. Sancho, Garnacho, they're just... It's good that we're at least getting rid of all of these toxic players, because, man, so annoying. Karlanka is an absolute legend. Love Talk of the Devils. It is a very good podcast. Mbomo has a low center of gravity. Can we please just sell the child? Don't want to talk about the crybaby anymore. The day that we don't have to mention the name Jadon Sancho anymore is going to be a glorious day. I might do like a whole celebration stream just for that, not having to say the name Jadon Sancho, because he has been a pain in our side since the day he joined. Folks, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the Old Truthford YouTube channel if you are new, and join the community, get involved in the chat. Did you see the Turkish fans at his comment section? It's nuts. I have not seen that, but if you can let us know what they've been saying. Again, Robbie from AFTV, but me with Sancho. Damn, we're hoping Sancho would end up in a Turkish dungeon. Who knows? Maybe he will, because those Turkish fans are not ones to mess with, and Sancho turning them down, who knows? Maybe that will result in some sort of Turkish torture. Sancho leaving means the glow sticks are coming out. That does mean the glow sticks are coming out, Eddie. Maybe it's something for Ghana. He can have hooker water pipe sessions there. Sancho got over 5 mil comments saying, come to Besiktas. Oh, God. Oh, my God. You know how bad you have to be for a club to pay money to literally send you back? When will it end? When will the Sancho saga end? And finally, guys, just with all the news that's happened today, Carabao Cup, our first game has been announced. United will travel to face Grimsby Town in the second round of the Carabao Cup. So yeah, we are waiting to see how that'll go. Hopefully we can at least get a cup this season. That'd be a good direction to go in Amrim's first season, obviously. But that's going to be played on the 26th of August, I believe, so the Tuesday. I do need to check my schedule for that, because I need to know what time it's on, because I am going to be away that weekend. But yeah, hopefully can cover that game against Grimsby Town. And when was the last time that we played Grimsby Town? Was that when we won like 7-0 or something? When United v Grimsby Town? Or was that another team? Who was it? Oh no, it was Barnsley, wasn't it? It was Barnsley when we won 7-0. What else we got? That is all the news from today. Let me catch up with chat. Please just tell me there is something in the contract of Sancho and Garnacho that we can eliminate if they don't or want to play. There should be, but I mean, because surely if you're refusing to play or be a part of squads, then like that's not, you're not coming up to the terms of your contract. But I don't know, man. These contracts really give a lot of power to these players. Meet up in Grimsby for the game, anyone? FA Cup at least guarantees Europe. That's true. Do we have a stream tomorrow? Yeah, of course, man. Stream every single night, man. Or every single day. Some days I will be streaming in the morning because I can't make the night stream for whatever reason. But yeah, we're going to stream every single night. Like on Friday, I've got like this works outing thing that I've got to do. So I probably will stream like around around like 5:30 till 6:30, because I won't be able to do the evening stream. But we are going to be streaming every single day, as long as I'm at my setup. Sometimes I may be out of the country. Every day a stream. Grimsby sounds sketchy. The almighty Grimsby down. Also, make sure you follow Old Truthford on Instagram and DM admin to join the channels and know when admin will stream. Come on, guys, drop me a DM and join the secret cult. However, I must add, to become a real admin's angel now and join the secret channels and the admin's angels season-long competitions, you will have to become a member of the Old Truthford YouTube channel. We have closed the doors for the admin's angels now. Only people who become members of the channel can join the illustrious chat. Some people got in early, but for those who want to join that chat now, feel free to subscribe, become a member, and send me a DM on Instagram. Admin has nothing else on right now. Committed to the cause. Got in for free. That feels amazing. Ethan Johnson, very good point. You also get some beautiful custom emojis. Should you decide to become a member of the Old Truthford YouTube channel, and there's going to be a special screen for you members who join, where you will get a shout out at the end of every single stream. Beautiful. Shut up, Eddie. and yeah, so be sure to become a member of the channel and get involved with the group chats with all the regulars that you see on stream here. But let's see if there's been any more updates on Manchester United while we've been streaming, see if there's anything I missed. I'm hoping that BALEBA bid comes in tomorrow, because at least then we can... wow, PSG are 2-0 down to Spurs. Is that still the case? PSG getting slapped up by Spurs at the moment. Is the new keeper playing for PSG as well? Is this Chevalier or whatever it's called? Or whatever he's called. Oh my god, it actually is. And he's letting absolute stinkers. He should have saved that second one. I haven't seen the first goal. What else do we have? Don't tell me Spurs are going to actually be good this year. I'm not going to lie, Eddie. I think Spurs are actually going to be good. I mean, they've got the whole voodoo of not winning a trophy out of the way. I wouldn't be surprised to see Spurs perform well for the next 5 years in the Prem now. Just realised this window we got a lot of players offered to us, like Calvert-Lewin, Dusan Vlahovic, Upamecano, etc. I wonder why. Probably because other clubs thought that United were going to be desperate to bring players in, and a lot of players wouldn't come to United. So clubs probably thought, oh yeah, if we pitch them players, then they'll come in. But yeah, no, little did they know that we're going to sign like some of the players of the season with Cunha and Buemo and Šeško. So yeah, Spurs winning a Super Cup, looks like it. That's 2 trophies, man. That's 2 trophies. Donnarumma somewhere laughing right now. Frank is so class. We should have gotten Frank. Oh, shut up, Safer. Safer. Loser, says Keith.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
The Irish troll is back in the chat. How you doing, Keith? Upamecano is terrible. Plastic chess fan. That's going to be a part of Old Truthford lore, I'm sure, in the years to come. Safer popping up with the hot take. DCL went to Leeds, I think. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's gone on a free, hasn't he? Rather keep Rasmus than Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, the PSG keeper made an absolute howler of a mistake. Calvert-Lewin going Leeds, don't worry, Safer. I wonder if PSG will do a U-turn. I doubt they will because Enrique has come out publicly saying that he wanted a new goalkeeper for his style of play. But it's funny. It's funny how things go wrong with clubs when they put so much emphasis on the goalkeeper and a new style of play, and then you end up with these keepers who don't even know how to make a basic save. We can win the league, says Safer. Okay, that is a good comment, Safer. Well done. Let's clap Safer for making a good comment for once. I think it's just a manager bounce with Spurs. Could be. But I think Thomas Frank is a decent manager. What else have we missed? Yeah, a lot of United fans saying like, oh well, no, it's 3-0 to Spurs at the moment. A lot of people saying on the timeline that PSG need Donnarumma back. Cheeky voice crack again. What else do we have here then? Obviously, we're wishing the best for Sekou Kone, given the head injury that he suffered in the under-21s game. Hopefully, all is well, and he's getting the care that he needs. What else? People are mocking the fact that Thomas Frank's in phase 1, but Mikel Arteta's in phase 7, and they've not looked too good. What else do we have here? Spurs are also in for Eze, so Spurs are only going to strengthen. Do we have anything else? People also making comments to the fact that all of the London clubs have won trophies recently. Spurs, Chelsea, Crystal Palace and West Ham. And then there's Arsenal who haven't won anything in 5 years. Hilarious. Yeah, and that seems to be everything from today. Tamworth Football Club have come out and said due to the medical situation, we are forced to abandon tonight's fixture. Details will be revealed in due course. We would like to wish safe travels to all the Manchester United fans, staff and players. We especially wish Sekou Kone a speedy recovery. So yeah, hopefully Kone as well. We don't know the extent of the injury. We just know that he was stretchered off and the game was abandoned. So that does make me think that it is going to be quite a serious injury. What are you guys saying? Thomas Frank is the real deal. He'll be at Spurs for a while. Donnarumma aired out PSG anyway. There is no coming back from a situation on either side. Wouldn't be an Old Truthford stream without a cheeky voice crack. Like how Glasner has basically matched Arteta's trophy. The Crystal Palace manager has basically matched Arteta's trophy haul in 4 years less. That is a very good point, yeah, because he's won the Community Shield and the FA Cup. I think Chelsea have internally damaged PSG from that Club World Cup. I don't know what's gone on with PSG. If there's just a massive dip because they've finally won the Champions League, so then all of the players are kind of just a bit deflated now. But it's not looking good for them. I swear Arteta got more time than what he deserves this season. They got a striker. I wonder what will be his excuse this time. He literally has no excuse. I think this is Arteta's last season. I think Arsenal fans are starting to whisper about him leaving. I think this is their last go at it. Arsenal are a banter club. That is 100% true. Arteta should be sacked, but I'm all for Arsenal stagnating. I think Arteta is getting sacked first. Ooh, I don't know about sacked first. I think it's going to be a long, drawn-out realization of oh my god, we actually have to sack him. We actually have to sack him, and then Arsenal are going to be. Who do Arsenal bring in? Who do Arsenal bring in as a manager? I can't think of any top-class manager who's available. I mean, Zidane, but would Zidane really go to Arsenal? Doubt it. Don't know who they'd bring in. But folks, if you are new to the stream, be sure to subscribe. Ricardo De Zerbi. Oh, that's a decent shout. That's a decent shout, but I don't know. Don't know about that. But lads, we are going to end the stream here. Hope you all have a delightful evening. I hope you all have a wonderful end to your week. We will be going live tomorrow as well, covering the latest Manchester United news. And yeah, if you are new to the stream, please subscribe. It does help the community grow. Get involved in the chat. All opinions are welcome. And we are just taking over the world day by day. Since we have been going live every single day, we have gained over like 45 subscribers. So we are growing. We are growing. Just need to add a few more videos into that as well. But for the Angels as well, check your DMs. I am messaging all of you individually. Make sure you get your Premier League. Losing my voice. Make sure you get your Premier League predictions in for this season. Because I am making a special graphic for the Angels. But for now, Godspeed. Thank you all.